Oh, so that you come down here to harass me again? We can call the police and have you removed. Especially since your attitude last time you were here.
What attitude?
You're putting your camera in my face, you're cussing me out, telling me I'm going to get fired and all this stuff.
Telling me,
So,
hold on, excuse me, I'm speaking, and you have the habit of interrupting, and you're interrupting again. You have enough, you have as much time as I need. Your job is to assist the public, and I told you that last time.
Trying to spout off sections is just not acknowledging that.
Well, listen, I don't need to acknowledge anything you're saying. I'm not interfering with business. So what she told you is you don't need me to do anything. I don't have to do anything. What's going on, Bay fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency, and we're back at it once again. For this video, we went back to the City of Berkeley Unified School District office. And keep in mind, we had already been there twice before this. That's the first video you saw. We came 2 different days. They wouldn't take our public records request. They told us in order to go into the admissions office, which everybody goes into, and they have a paper up that says authorized personnel only, that we need an appointment or we can't go in there. It's for parents. They said a lot of other foul things as well. Then we came back this day. This was the same day that the first video published on YouTube. So we came back to see if they had changed their attitude, and what we saw was even worse. We saw plenty of people going into the admissions office, walking right up to the receptionist in front that we were right there recording at the time because she acted super foul, and she told them, yeah, go to admissions, and they let them right in, but yet they wouldn't help me, wouldn't let me in. When I knocked at the door, nothing. Then the older lady would not take our public records request either. Like I said, this place is foul. They are bad employees, and those two for sure need to go. Then they called the Berkeley PD on me, and the Berkeley PD showed up and said some foul stuff as well. Then when the first video at the Berkeley School District finally published, the front receptionist lady, she decided to not answer the phone. She ended up turning it on silent. She took a couple of the calls, turned the phone on silent, and didn't answer it anymore. And I could see the light on the phone just sitting there blinking and going off. Many people told me they're not answering our phone calls. They won't even let us redress our grievances with them. How do we get them to do that? Well, we push for these two to get out of there. They don't need to be there. That's my opinion. I don't advocate for anybody to lose their job ever, but when you deserve it because of your actions solely, then you deserve it because of your actions solely. There's nothing else I can say. They act like this because the tops act like this. Remember, these videos are always unscripted and posted in chronological order as they happened. Don't let these employees say, it didn't happen like that. That video was edited, because I, in fact, keep the full unedited versions. I never turn my camera off just in case they try to lie like that. I can prove that they are liars, even though we see them lie in this video and others all the time. Follow us on Facebook, Bay Area Transparency Official. Follow us on Instagram at Bay Area Transparency. Subscribe, like, and share. Baby, it's B.A.T. Let's go.
Kids. We're going to the person. We just gotta finish the request we requested. Oh, there's the evil lady right there.
Oh, so that you come down here to harass me again? We can call the police and have you removed. Especially since your attitude last time you were here.
What attitude?
You're putting your camera in my face, you're cussing me out, telling me I'm going to get fired and all this stuff.
Look at her walking towards me more and more.
Okay.
I'm here and she's walking up towards me.
Let's just have Berkeley come talk to you. You're in our building. Can I help you? Why are you here? Who are you here to see?
Yeah,
And do not film me.
I'm in the building.
Do not film me. You do not have my permission to put me on this camera. Remove it.
Call back if you need help, okay?
That's not gonna happen.
What's your name? And I need your business card.
You just walked up to me and got really aggressive and kind of like.
You need to leave the property.
For some reason.
Because you don't have the right attitude. If you want to cooperate, we can find out what's going on. But if you're going to keep that attitude, you need to leave the property, or I can call.
What attitude
Shana, call Berkeley PD, please.
What attitude are you referring to?
Call Berkeley. Oh, so that you come down here to harass me again? We can call the police and have you removed. Especially since your attitude last time you were here.
What attitude?
You're putting your camera in my face, you're cussing me out, telling me I'm going to get fired and all this stuff.
Look at her walking towards me more and more.
Okay.
I'm here and she's walking up towards me.
Let's just have Berkeley come talk to you.
Do what you want.
You're disrupting me by following.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you're wrong, but I didn't have an attitude with you last time or this time. Besides reacting to how you dealt with me and reacted to me, which I don't know why you would act like that at work. And then right now walking up to me, bobbing your head like you just did, getting closer and closer, that could be seen as a sign of aggression.
Could you send the police officer
Oh, she
to
called
Berkeley
911.
Unified School District, 2020 Bonar Street? We have one of these First Amendment person here threatening me and getting in my personal
just
space,
lied.
disrupting business.
False report.
And we need someone to remove him from the premises.
Hurry. Tell him to hurry. She just lied to the police.
Are you
On camera.
Yeah, I'm on Bonar. I'm at the front desk and he's standing right here in my workspace, taunting
That's
me.
not true at all.
So he's not being objective, he's
I'm
being really suggestive and aggressive. So we need someone to
Now
come
I'm being
remove him
aggressive?
because he's disrupting business.
See, exactly. There's no disruption. She's the disruption.
White male, he's got a cap on backwards and he's got a camera in his possession.
Great description.
I have no idea how old he is. He acts like a 2-year-old.
Oh, now she says I act like a 2-year-old. Yeah, this is
He's
exactly what
wearing
we
gray
expected.
shirts and a black and gray print shirt.
As you can see, this.
It's a mixed print.
I'll send her scores over to the admission department, and then from there there'll be.
So as we can see, this lady is super rude.
No, I don't see any weapons. I'm not
aggressive.
looking at him. He keeps filming me.
Sorry, I had to mess with my mic. As we can see, this lady is super rude.
I'm sorry, can you say it again?
So soon, no problem.
My name is Vivian. Thank you.
Are you in the main lobby? You're in the main lobby area?
Yes, the main lobby area, 2020 Bonar.
We're on the way.
Thank you.
So what she just did was called the police and lied, right? She just said I threatened her. I made no threat at all. All I did was speak with her. But that's what people do when they're naturally just liars, and that's what they do for a living. They just lie. They blurt shit out, right? And so you call 911 for a non-emergency. I'm sure they have training by now that says, yeah, people can be here and record. Anyways, I would like some help. I need to file a public records request if you would actually be professional and do your job. So now she's going to refuse assistance. And so yeah, would like some help there, Miss Lady, the mean evil one who's not professional. So instead of focusing on me and her job like she's supposed to, she's watching YouTube on her phone or something. Some sort of videos on her phone. That's what you guys hear right now. So again, need some assistance here. I have business to conduct, so I'd appreciate it if you guys can assist me with that business, which you guys have been very unprofessional. But I promise you at 12 today, I'm pretty sure you're going to change your attitude a lot. A lot. So, they don't know yet, but at 12 o'clock today, I can guarantee a major attitude change, right? This dude came out and said, "Oh," and ran back upstairs. So he's probably going to get their boss or superintendents or something, which, I mean, their superintendent needs to do something about this lady, because like I said, this lady is the most unprofessional out of all of them, right? You seen how she just walked up to me? I thought she was going to break her neck the way she was just jiggling her head so hard. Got aggressive and lied, and then called the cops.
Yes.
Never got his registration paperwork.
Well, she had to just turn her phone off because you can't hear.
Either I sent it to you guys instead of them, or I got lost in the mail.
So you're talking about admissions? Yeah, so admissions office is right there on the right. Go through the double doors, it's the first door on the right, and they should be able to tell you where the documents went.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So it looks like she helped that person. She did, but she's not helping me. I wonder why. So yeah, I need assistance too. I have business to conduct here. If you could do your job, that would be awesome. Or I could get you on camera refusing to do your job, and we can add to all the unprofessional attitude you've had lately. Which one would you like? I'm gonna add to the unprofessionalism? Yeah, typical. Okay. We're adding to the unprofessionalism. So I'm gonna walk down here for a minute. We'll wait for the police. I'll stay on this floor. They just sent this other lady to admissions. She walked in.
Registration,
It
but
was just clearly
registration should
open.
have been by email. Hi, sorry, for her privacy, I'm helping a parent. Could you just step to the side and I'll call you in when it's your turn?
I'm actually just took a quick shot. I'm not gonna be here very long. Just
Okay.
maybe 5 seconds.
But
So.
she's being helped, and it's for her privacy. We help one parent at a
Right,
time.
I'm so again, I'm done.
Sorry.
I'm gonna move
Sorry,
like I
thank
said,
you.
like
Close
5
the door.
seconds.
Sorry,
So.
excuse us. Thank
No, we are, because see, she walked right in, so we have a right to be in the offices. So, but like I said, you don't know, but you will. Don't worry. I'm very good at teaching. Unfortunately, your actions are going to teach you a harder lesson than my education can. But we're going to help all of you guys. I promise. This school district, by the time we're done, you guys will be in tip-top shape. You guys will be realizing your position as public servants, and you will be assisting the public in a professional manner. You probably won't. I assume you'll probably get fired because the people are going to push for that. But that's okay. Everybody else will. I just want you to know the school district will be in good hands. What was your name and position here? Name and position, ma'am? As well, I need to do a public records request. So if you're going to try to refuse service, you can open up the district to a lawsuit. So name and position, please, and a public records request. Okay? So right there, at this point, I could literally walk away. I could walk out of this office. She is now a criminal, in my opinion, because she committed a crime on camera. She filed a false police report. Said I threatened her. Nobody threatened her. I actually hadn't said many words to her before she called the cops. This lady did, and when I walked up, I called her the evil lady from last time because, honestly, that's what she was being, right? Last time, she was being so evil, unprofessional, ridiculous, right? And then we have this other unprofessional lady who was fooling. She just said, I'm so dumb. I think you're dumb. But like I said, you'll see. 12 o'clock today, I promise you. You're going to see yourself and you'll realize the big mistake you made.
You just threatened me again.
To say you realized the big mistake you made? And what was the first threat? Remember, you're on camera.
Don't
so
you have something else to do with your time? Than
yeah,
come down here harassing
to
us?
be a journalist and do stories and gather information and expose bad employees, that's what I do. And you're one of them. You know, you just called me dumb. Last time you said, when are you going to shut up? This time you lied to the police saying I threatened you when there hasn't been any threats. Okay? So I suggest for your own good, you look up Penal Code 422 of the California Penal Code. That's the penal code that deals with threats. And it says nothing about somebody walking up and speaking with you with a camera, right? At all. Like none. So, now here's the other lady who was super unprofessional last time.
Like, kind of basic. I don't really know, like, how things work here. What do you do?
No, I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to move.
Should have
He's
said, I'm
supposed to not disrupt business, and he's disrupting business.
gonna
So
leave.
I need to wait for them to tell him to leave. He's disrupting.
Well,
He's
that's
not standing out there filming people.
That's
He's
what you think.
standing here making these negative comments, making threats about how at noon. How do I know what that means? How do I know he doesn't have a weapon on him? And I'm not going to run away because I don't need to. I'm doing my job.
Are there classes then?
Because you're clearly not scared.
There's a lot of stuff. There's something going on.
Is there nothing to be scared of?
What's going on with this person because he might go there with that camera. So
Oh, we already have those addresses, don't worry.
Are students are walking in and out?
Yeah, a lot of activity for admissions. And then he went down there and they closed the door. And then he threatened them. So that, you know.
I threaten them now.
He was offended because they closed the door, and I told him he couldn't do that because he's disrupting their business.
I was offended because they closed the door.
You could tell she was very uncomfortable with him standing there filming her. So I think she went in the office admissions, and then they closed the door.
So more lies.
Probably just go hang out over there.
Okay.
More lies. This lady is a compulsive liar at this point. And we have her on camera. And I've asked for assistance several times, so until you guys help me, I'll be here. Real simple.
Help you if you
Well, I need the same thing you refused to do last time, so I'll actually ask for your boss, because you're unprofessional yourself.
My boss
So.
isn't here, so I'm probably the highest level of person. But
Okay.
what is it
Well,
that you
I need the same
What
exact
can
thing
get
I
you?
asked for last time. I
I
want to
just-
do a public records
Good.
request, and I need contact information for the superintendent and the school board.
So I
Real
gave you that
simple.
last time. It's all
You
on
did
the
not give it
website.
to me. You told me to go look it up on a website. How do you know I
handed
have
it to you
internet
on a
access?
sticky.
No, you didn't. You handed me a website.
Okay.
If you remember, and we have it on camera, you handed a website. That's not handing me the information. That's telling me,
So
hold on,
superintendent-
excuse me, I'm speaking, and you
Okay,
have
I
a
have very
habit of
little time
interrupting, and
because
you're interrupting again.
know
You
you're
have
happy
enough,
with
you have
me
as much time
because
as
I
I
have to do
need.
my job.
Your job is to assist the
No,
public,
it's
and I
not.
told you
It's to
that
get
last
school
time.
open.
Then
It's
find
to get
somebody whose
school
job
open.
it is to assist the public.
So the
How about that?
superintendent
I don't
is
know what
at
to tell you.
Superintendent at Berkeley.net.
Again, write it down,
That's-
do
you
your
have
job
it
the
right
right
there.
way,
No,
and
it's
I'm
not
going
my
to do
job
a
to write
public
down.
records request. Yes, it is your
Superintendent
job
at
to write it
Berkeley.net,
down.
And it's
That's
all
why I say
on the website,
unprofessional as can be.
www.berkeleyschools.net. It's
I'm not
all there.
listening to anything you're saying, and we're not catching it. I'm looking for
happy to
the
give you
superintendent's
information,
contact
but you don't really
information,
want
the
help.
school board contact information, and I need you to write it down.
It's all
What
on the
you did
website.
last time,
Yeah.
if you'll listen,
I have a
is told.
pen. I'm
How do you
not
not have
writing it
internet
down.
access, ma'am?
But I also have
How
a job
do you
to
know
do.
I have
We
internet
have to-
access?
We have to get
How
school
do you know I
open.
have internet access?
So,
How do you know I use the internet?
at
How,
Berkeley.net.
you can't give me an internet site. How do you know I use that?
You have video.
How do
You're
you know I
videoing.
do? How do you know I use the internet though?
I don't.
Exactly. Which is why I'm
Superintendent
asking you to write it
at
down.
Berkeley.net.
Have you ever heard of the ADA, Americans with Disabilities
at
Act? Have you ever heard
Berkeley.net.
about that?
Okay.
Okay, for people
All
who
right.
can't read, write, see, use the internet, it's called the Americans with Disabilities Act. So that's what I'm looking for. We're looking for the school board
So,
information.
happy to help
No, they
you.
have a parent
All on
here.
the
I'm going to stay away
website.
from this guy. He's doing his own
Super
business. So again, she's refusing to do her job. You see that, and this is what we wanted to record before our story came out, right? There's a gentleman over there who's just going about his business, daily business. I'm not going to be over and record him. I'm going to give him a minute to leave, and then there's this lady here. So I'm going to let them do their thing, and then I'll go continue to speak with her. Her whole thing is, I'm busy, and I have a job to do, and you're interrupting me. Bitch, your job is to serve the public. That's your job, right? Your only job, oh yeah, for sure. Your only job is to serve the public, right? All these people here, everybody. So now, let's go request the information we need. So again, I would like the superintendent's contact information.
We're gonna get it for you. We're
and
gonna go
the school
upstairs.
board information.
Even though we're busy trying to get school open.
Ma'am,
we're
your
gonna
job
run
is to
upstairs. My
assist the
job is to
public.
get the school
No, your
open.
job is a public servant. You
So,
assist the
We'll
public.
be back in a few minutes.
There you go. Finally go do your job. And then I want to do a records request after.
If you would like to do a
Finally.
verbal one, then I'm going to record you so I can get all the information.
Okay,
So let
and then
me
I'm going to
get you the
request a copy of
information
your
you want.
recording, and
That's
that'll be
fine.
public record
Yeah,
as well.
that's fine.
So,
Or you
why
can-
did it take me coming back here 3 times for you to actually do your
We're trying to get our
job?
job done.
Your job is to
No,
take
our
public
job is to
records
open
requests.
school,
No, you're
not
wrong about
someone
that.
who's-
But I
who's just
promise
trying to
you,
make a
listen.
video to put on YouTube.
No,
I
not
understand.
just
We
make a
disagree.
video on
We
YouTube.
can disagree.
No, you'll
I
learn at
disagree.
12.
You-
Today,
yeah, yeah,
you guys will learn your lesson,
Alright.
I promise you.
Okay.
Okay, Bay fam, let me stop that right there real quick. Do you see how foul this old lady's attitude actually is? She's told me several times, oh, well, I would help you, but you don't want help. I don't think you want help. You just want to make your video, like she just said right here. Oh, our job is to get schools open, not to deal with somebody who just wants to make a video. I'm asking for the typical information that any other person in this school district would ask for. I'm asking for the superintendent's contact information, email, and the school board's contact information. She thinks it's reasonable for her to just blurt it out to me and say, I'm not going to write it down. You can go look at a website like we saw her do in the last video. And you notice she tried to lie when I first asked her about it. She said, I gave that to you last time. No, she didn't. She wrote down the school website to get to where you can look at the school board information. And when I ask her, how do you know I use the internet? She's like, I don't. She does not care at all. She's been told, don't help anybody who has a camera that goes in there. Those First Amendment guys, just don't help them, ignore them. And that's what she's doing. However, she's making this school district look absolutely horrible. And she will continue to do this the whole time we interact. She will say these things over and over. She consistently says, it's not my job to help the public. It's my job to get schools open. And I tell her, well, go get somebody whose job it is. It's none of our jobs to help the public. She thinks she doesn't work for us. She thinks she doesn't work for the public. She's above us, which is why she keeps interrupting me and cutting me off. It's her trying to keep some control in the conversation. You're not in control, lady. I don't know if you've noticed that. And I keep saying you'll find out at 12. You guys will find out at 12 because the day that I'm here during this video is the day that our first video published on YouTube at 12. And I was there at 12 and I saw all your calls come in. And I had many people say they weren't answering the phones. I couldn't get through. It was just ringing. Nobody was answering. And in this video, I'm going to show you why. Because the first lady, the one who now has lied to the police and been rude to members of the public constantly, turned the phone on silent and stopped answering. She refused to answer our phone calls so that we could address our grievances with our government. This is how foul these people are, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you. And they still haven't allowed me to do a public records request. Let's get back to it.
And I hope you lose your job because you're super unprofessional. You just speak over people. You're too used to being in control and you ain't in control of us. You need to learn that shit. So, and that's, like I said, man, just straight up, that's how that lady is. She just speaks over you, yells over you, doesn't let you speak, doesn't listen to what you're saying, right? And so, it's very simple.
Here's everything you want, and let's take your PRA, because I gotta get back to work. Here you go. This is all printed from the website.
Now, how hard was that?
I'm going to put my camera on you so that I can, you're going to give a verbal PRA?
Yeah, you're supposed to write it down and you're not supposed to record anybody because you are violating FERPA at that point. But hey, go ahead.
It's not FERPA. FERPA is for students.
Yeah,
that's a federal.
It's for students or parents who have information here. But when you're out recording and you're getting people's faces and showing who's at the school district as one of the employees here, you're violating FERPA.
That's
but
not FERPA.
Go ahead. Okay, that's what you think. FERPA is to protect records. People's personal information is their records.
FERPA
and showing.
Is a federal law for student.
I know FERPA like the back of my hand. I know HIPAA like the back of my hand. I clearly know all these laws like the back of my hand.
If you talk slowly enough, I'm going to record it in case I don't want to miss anything.
So again, she's not supposed to record, but she's going to do it because she's lazy.
So that, hang on one second. I won't,
So she finally brought out the school board
Okay, so
information.
let's start
Is the superintendent information in here as well?
yes.
Okay.
So let's start with your contact information.
No contact information.
I can't take a PRA without contact information.
You have to take the PRA.
I can't.
You have to.
I can't.
You have
I'm
to.
happy to take a PRA for you.
You're wrong.
but
You
I
have to.
No legal counsel has advised me on that.
Okay. Well, you better
So-
call him again because you're wrong. You have to.
So do you want to give me contact information?
I'm giving you a PRA.
Okay,
is what
I'm not going
giving
to
you.
take your PRA without contact information.
You're going to refuse the PRA?
I am.
Cool, you just opened it up to litigation.
Okay.
This lady's just, that's what I say, the ignorance. Don't let them fool you because she's not yelling and saying get out of here like the other lady did. She is not doing her job. You can give a PRA anonymously, right? There is nothing they can do about taking an anonymous PRA, but she's refusing to do that
So
now.
the reason that we have to have contact information is
PRA,
we can't
it's in the
deliver
California
records.
law. It can be done anonymous,
can
and I can
disagree,
come back.
but
It's not
I
about
need to be
disagreeing.
able to
It's in the law,
provide
lady. You need
records
to
to
realize you don't know what you're talking about. So it's in the law. I could give it written or verbally, and we don't have to supply any information. I can come back in 10 days and pick up my PRA. Okay, you guys have 10 days to respond. Okay. Very simply.
Well,
so
I tried.
No, you didn't. You're refusing the PRA. So I'm just gonna make sure I give you every opportunity to do your job right, and then we're gonna expose you again. And like I said, after today, you'll learn a lesson. I promise.
I agree. We can disagree on the law.
It's not about disagreeing
you have your
on the
legal
law.
Counsel. I have my legal counsel, but for our district, we do PRAs
Your
all the
district
time.
doesn't get to choose
In
the way they
our
want to
ability to
interpret the law. It
fulfill
doesn't
that
work like that. It
PRA,
clearly
we need
says
some
anonymously in the law. So no, you don't. You need none.
So,
You don't get
but we
any
can,
contact
we can agree to
information.
disagree. I
No,
do have to get back to work.
You can be wrong. You can be dumb and wrong if you want. There's nothing I can do about that. But that's okay. Like I said, you just opened up the school district to litigation, and you're responsible for it. And you're also not being professional. It took me all this just to get school board contact information. So do you think you're really going to have a job after this? Probably not. I would assume that you don't. But anyways, we'll see. I promise you, you'll learn. So I'm not going to hold the door. I could stand here and hold the door open, but as we saw it, right, this lady, the problem with her is she's too used to being in control. She thinks she's the boss. She is in no way, shape, or form the boss of us, the people, we the people who pay their salary. And the law for the California Public Information Act is very clear. I don't have to give any contact information to file a public records request. It's that simple. There's nothing else I even need to say. And now, to her, what it was is, well, okay, I'll take your PRA, but I'm going to control you this way. And this is my opinion. In her opinion, she was mad that I was making them do their job. I was forcing them. And she wanted to have some sort of control and power over me. So what she says is, okay, you need to give me your contact information, because she knows I'm not going to give it and I don't want to give it, right? And when I say no, I don't, because it's not in the law, to her, she's like, well, we need it, and I'm going to walk away. Legal counsel has informed me on this. Well, your legal counsel is wrong, and they're dumb, and they just opened up this school district to a lawsuit. So good job, Berkeley School District, Berkeley Unified School District legal counsel, if you really did tell that evil lady that. But you're completely wrong. You can't leave your house without being on camera in 2025. I mean, that's as clear as day. And look, like I said, we have the two gentlemen in there, right in admissions, where you need an appointment, remember? I would be really surprised if they do. Really surprised. But it's just not going to happen. And we have these people now on camera, right? We have this lady who is now a documented liar. Once this video comes out, we have her documented lying to the police. She committed a misdemeanor on camera. You know you committed a crime when you lied to them, right? See, she has this. That's what I was saying. Look at the little clap and the attitude problem. Just a documented liar. That's what she is.
Berkeley Unified School District.
Yes, may I speak to Brian Westberger, please?
Just a moment.
Should let them know they're on camera. It's illegal for you to talk to people on speakerphone knowing I'm recording right behind you and not let them know they're being recorded. Just so you know, it's called the two-party consent law, or wiretapping law in California. Like I said, this lady's just so rude and unprofessional. And now she's committing a Tom Bain act by blocking my camera. Look at everywhere I move it, she blocks it. So that's a Tom Bain Act violation, blocking my camera. She could block her face. I mean, trust me, I don't want that thing on my camera anyways, but, she can't just go block my camera wherever she wants, right? And so, like I said, this lady clearly does not have the attitude to work for us. And I'm only sitting here waiting for the police at this point, right? I'd be gone. They've already gave me everything I needed for the second part of my story. They're still refusing to be professional. They're still refusing to take a public records request. They've opened up the district to litigation. This lady, in effect, has probably lost her job based off of her actions. And she just laughs and giggles. Like I said, they think they're immune, but you don't understand. It's easy to ignore one person, but I have 400,000 people behind me. And they're not going to be happy with the way you acted and are acting in this video. They're definitely not going to be happy with you lying to police on camera, saying you were threatened when you weren't. And so, yeah, you're probably going to be in trouble, because it's easy. They put pressure on your bosses and the school board, and if they don't get rid of you, what we do is put pressure on elected officials, and then those elected officials either force them to get rid of you, or they get rid of those people and replace them. So, yep. I know. I'm just trying to help it. When I see less fortunate, like people that don't have the mental capacity, I try to help them. I'm mental. No, I said you don't have the... See, that's what I mean. I said you don't have the mental capacity, right, to understand. So I always just try to help with the law. But like I said, you'll learn. Now, instead of waiting for the police, I'm just waiting around. I'm going to wait around and get some help. Need some help, please? So now we're going to get these people refusing assistance again. So let's knock again. Knock, 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 knock. Need some help, please? So we have three different individuals who came in here. Oh no, 4 at this point, right? We have the first lady, we have the tall guy, we have the lady who just left and asked if she could record me, and we have that father and son duo who came in here. So 4 people now that have come into this office without an appointment, and they were let right in. Since I have a camera, they're refusing to let me in, which is against the law, right? And the Supreme Court's ruled on all this shit already. So it's awesome. I document, they act how they act. But let's try to get help one more time. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to file a public records request, please. Is she going to help, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Excuse me, ma'am. Yes, that's me, just 2-finger knocking. I would like to file a public records request, please. Ma'am, hiding your mascara behind that piece of paper. I don't
know. I can't help you with that, sir.
Well, you could get somebody that can.
Well, she was here, and you guys couldn't agree, so there's nothing else I could do for you.
That's your job. I'd like to file a public records request, please.
That's not my job, sir.
Yeah, your job is to assist the public when they come in here. You're the front desk person,
Thank you.
so please.
Have a wonderful day.
Please assist the public. I'd like to file a public records request, please.
Okay.
Public records request, please?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are you going to facilitate that? Oh, look, Berkeley PD's here. Let them in, hurry. Hit the button, they're here. Hurry, hurry. We have Berkeley PD. Let's hear what she's saying.
He's coming around in front of the desk, and I can't do my job because he's standing there.
More lies.
He's calling people bitches. The lady came down to help him, and he refused to cooperate with her, and he stands around and he talks nonsense. I think the guy's mentally unstable. I know they have a right as that First Amendment thing, but he does not have a right to come here, interfere with business, and call people names and make threats. So I really would like him to leave the premise. And I'm going to consult with our legal to get a restraining order on him because I really believe he's unstable. Okay. So I don't know next time if he would come in here with a weapon. I don't know that.
She's saying I could come with a weapon. This is crazy.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Did you just hear that? He said this is just crazy.
Yeah, she is.
So he wants us to deal with him a certain way, but he can talk to us this way.
And that's the unfortunate part.
Okay, let me stop that right there, Bay Fam, and point something out real quick. You notice how when I came in the beginning, even the first time I ever came, she was immediately rude. All I said was, I'm recording. I don't want to give my name. She asked for a card. I said, that's not going to happen. She kind of went off on me. I kind of laughed, and then she said, you gotta go. You don't have the right attitude. You have an attitude problem trying to treat me like I was a child. Call Berkeley PD. We're gonna have him removed. We'll have him arrested. All these threats to arrest me. Will you ever shut up? Then this time I walk in, and she immediately, oh, you're here to harass me. She's bobbing her head at me while she's closing the gap. They're refusing to give me service. She's conducting herself in this unprofessional, childish way the whole time. Then I finally use a word and let it slip, and all of a sudden, she's such a victim. I'm disrupting business. I'm making threats. Of course, she's lying to the police. There were no threats. She lied to the police before I even ever said, at 12, you guys will find out when this video comes out. She says that that's a threat, but she lied to the police, 911, on the phone before I even ever said that. And now, of course, she's the victim. If you guys would have been professional in the beginning, the very first day I came, there wouldn't have been a need to come a second day. There wouldn't have been a need to come a third day if you were at least professional the second day. So on and so forth. We have proven time and time again that public employees, and especially this lady, because we're watching her do it, will lie to the police to get what I call a revenge arrest. To have somebody removed or arrested because they don't like what they're doing, and they'll make up all these lies. It's not a perception thing, it's a liar thing. Let's get back to it.
His whole job is to try to get a rise out of people.
That's not true. Don't tell them that.
And that's
If they're professional, I'm professional. You're full of shit.
That's the unfortunate part, is this is what they do.
But he's interfering with business. So
See,
he
this
can't
is
leave
this
based on
right
that.
here is
Can't
a
do
bad
that.
cop.
Exactly. He kept trying to go. We had parents and students here trying to get admissions, and he was interfering with that. They had to close their door and let people in because he was making people that was coming in very uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you were just standing here observing and filming,
Yeah.
that's fine. But he cannot come in people's
Right.
faces like this, into my personal space around front.
Who
I'm
did
filling
that?
in for the front desk.
This
He
lady's
cannot
crazy.
do that.
And
I
how-
couldn't
how-
even hear the phone. I couldn't do the job because he's interfering with that.
Vivian, how else did he interfere with business today?
He, when the lady, the
So she just lied again on
PIO, Public
camera.
Information Officer, came down, then he started following her. So then he went away from me, and I was able to conduct business. But there was still another parent that was very uncomfortable. So now that she's gone, he's back at the desk with the camera.
Okay. Did he go anywhere that he wasn't supposed to
He
go?
tried, but I had to close the door.
Okay, good.
Okay?
Yeah, because
That's
anywhere
funny.
off limits is off limits to him.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Is there any other way that he interfered with business today?
no, that's it.
Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and return to your desk and I'll
So
be
we
with you in
have
just a second.
the lies on camera documented. That's good. I like documenting liars, right? When they lie and we can just document their lies, right? So to say somebody's shoved a camera in their face is ridiculous, right? You don't get to just lie and make up whatever you want, and that's why we record. That's important.
You're not allowed to interfere with business or go anywhere you're not supposed to in this building. You're aware of that?
I don't need your directives. I know what I can and can't do. I don't even want to speak to you because you just filled these people's head with false information that we're here to create a conflict, and this is their job. This is what they do. They try to create a conflict. If they weren't reacting and creating the conflict, there wouldn't be a conflict. I came here for business. They refused it,
What
and
business is that?
that's it. None of your
business is
business. Business with the school district. So, other than that, like I don't. Your attitude and what you just said is creating a false narrative, and you guys do this often. And we're trying to get you guys to change what you say, because you don't get to just come in and say, "Oh, people, they're just bad people. They're out to do X, Y, Z." That's what
I
they
never
do.
called you bad.
Well, what you said in effect would be a bad characteristic of somebody who's doing my job, right? Which I don't do. So.
I call it how I see it. and
Well,
that's
you
how
haven't
it's-
seen anything. That's the thing.
Well, no, I
and
was
you don't
standing
get
there
to
when you
use your
called her a name.
personal opinion.
You called her a name,
You
and
said,
that's
did you not
inciting-
say
that's
that
inciting
before I
murder.
said that name?
Okay, Bay fam, let's go ahead and stop that right there real quick. Look at the Berkeley Police Department's policy manual, subsection F right here. Discourteous, disrespectful, or discriminatory treatment of any member of the public or any member of this department or city. That's discriminatory treatment. He's using his personal opinion to basically smut me up.
Did you not say that before I said that name, sir? See, this is what I'm saying. You don't get to justify and try to make shit up, because I'm going to call you out on it.
Understand, you cannot
Right.
interfere with the
Understand, you
business,
can't interfere
okay?
with me. So, see you later.
Okay.
There's no interfering with
Oh, I'm
business.
not leaving yet.
Okay.
Because
Well,
we're
I
not-
don't know
we're
what to
not
tell
done
you.
yet. Okay.
I'm done.
Do you have any ID on you, sir?
Do you have ID on you?
I do. Right here.
Can I see it?
It's right here. I'm right here.
No, I want to
This
see
is all
your,
the
your
idea.
driver's license.
No, you don't need to see that.
Oh, you don't need to see mine.
Okay. All right.
Name and badge number?
It's right here.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
I don't have to say it. It's displayed clearly on
It
my
is in your
chest.
policy to say your name and badge number.
Actually, that's not true.
Actually, it's true. I find them all the time.
Okay, Bay fam, let's go ahead and stop that right there. And typically I wouldn't stop this for this because everybody knows this is just true. It's in their policy. They have to identify themselves. But since this officer was adamant and he was such a jerk, I went ahead and found it for him. Berkeley Police Department, Standards of Conduct, subsection O, failure to identify. Employees on official business shall identify themselves as Berkeley police employees or officers. When requested, employees shall promptly state their name, rank, and badge number, except when disclosure could compromise the employee, so on and so forth. So there it is, right in their policy. He has to identify himself. This goes to show they don't even know their own policy most of the time, and it's a control thing. I'm telling him, you need to give me your name and badge number, and he's saying, no, I don't. It ain't in my policy, on purpose, simply because he doesn't want me to have any control over him. He needs to realize, you're a public servant. We don't work for you. You work for us. We have control over you unless we are breaking the law. Then you can exert some sort of control over us. But until then, you work for us, and start acting like
People say that all the time, and it's always in there.
No, it has to be displayed on my chest.
That's per the law, but your guys' policy is to, what does it say? Courteously and effectively communicate your name and personnel ID number when asked by a member of the public you're dealing with.
Okay.
And that's in your policy.
Okay.
So that's fine. It might not be against the law, but it is a violation of your policy that we can file a citizen's complaint on. So one more time, what's your name and badge number?
I encourage you to do that.
Name and badge number, sir?
I'm Officer Tinney, badge 63.
There you go. Finally, name and badge number, sir?
Egbert 103.
Thank you.
Okay. I just need an acknowledgement that you are not to interfere with business here. If
No,
you
don't need
are
anything. You don't need anything
then
from me.
trespassing. You're violating a section of 602 if you interfere with business here. At that point, you can be asked to leave, and if you refuse to leave, I can make a custodial
Me
arrest.
standing here with a camera, speaking and narrating to
I'm
my
just trying to
camera.
educate you.
I'm trying to educate you. I know 602 like the back of my hand. There's 27 subsections. You're talking about 602K. Where would you like me to go? We could talk about 602O that says you can't trespass people from public property.
You trying to spout off sections is just not acknowledging that
well, listen, I don't need to
interfering
acknowledge
with
anything
business
you're saying. I'm not
is against
interfering
the
with
law.
business. So
I
what
need
she
you to
told you
acknowledge
is you
that
don't need
interfering
me
with
to do
business is
anything. I
against
don't
the
have
law.
to do anything. There is no interference with business. That's what I'll say. I don't violate
Just
the law.
because you say
Me
it
standing
doesn't
here,
mean that it hasn't
well, I have
happened.
it all on camera, so it's easy as that.
Okay.
Me standing here, narrating in public areas, speaking with my camera and trying to get assistance, that's not interfering with business. You understand that?
Okay.
You know, the way she lies on the phone to you guys and says that she's been threatened when there's no threat made ever, now that's a crime which you guys need to understand.
Yeah.
Not me interfering with business. There is no interference with business.
Vivian,
They have
you need a
every
safe space to
chance
work,
to go
right?
do their
can
business.
we take this off? So you have a safe space to work?
Sure.
Okay. Let's do that. Hey Neil, bring that one over.
Yeah, there you go. I have never been closer than I am right now anyways, but go ahead.
Over here.
It's hilarious.
From this to this. Actually, you can let that go. Oh, do they connect like that?
See, this is the dumbest thing they can do right here, right?
Another one.
What they should be doing is educating the worker that, hey, he can be here, he can record, there's nothing we can do. If you guys are professional, he will probably be professional and do his job the right way. But if you guys are going to give him unlawful orders and all these false narratives and lie to police, then he's probably going to call you out on it and you're probably not going to like it, right? Like, that's what they should be educating them on. Not saying, oh, well, this is what they do. They just try to cause problems. And he's going to be get a citizen's complaint for that because that's using his personal opinion in the way he does his job. He's not supposed to use his personal opinion to do his job.
He's still going to stand there in front of it.
He can do that though.
Yeah.
He can do
I'll
that
just
though.
put up the directory, that's all.
I can be anywhere I've been.
And they do feed off.
Yeah,
whatever
they
you
want
give
the
them.
confrontation.
Yeah,
See,
they do.
here he goes.
I mean,
Doing it
you
again.
can't expect someone to deal with you professionally when you're calling them names.
No, you're right.
You know, and disrespecting them, and you know.
You're absolutely right.
That didn't happen both times at all until you
So,
got it way out
you
of
know,
line
So
and got
It's
in
really
my
kinda
face. So
it's kind of nerve-wracking.
see, she's
because
a
you don't know
documented
what
liar,
intent-
man.
You know what I mean?
She's
You
a
don't
documented
know
liar. It's very
what's
clear.
going on.
Simple as
but
that.
traditionally, this is what they do.
Oh,
They
he's been here
want-
3 times
Okay.
already.
So this is
The
just,
first time he
again,
was
using his
very
personal
aggressive.
opinion why he's doing his
Very
job.
aggressive.
Did you get the email from Mr. Budenhagen?
What email?
Okay, there was a like an all-city email that he sent out regarding this exact thing.
Yeah,
You did the right thing by calling us, but
Yeah.
at this point, I can't force him to leave
right.
because I have no evidence that he's he's
He's
interfered.
disrupting. If you had came in and he was like standing here,
Sure.
then, right?
Yeah,
'Cause that's
he's
pretty-
preventing
You can record too if he does anything.
Yeah,
that you
absolutely.
feel
Oh,
is,
oh my God, that just
so
incites
you
it.
guys can just stand there and record each other all day.
Yeah.
But that's good evidence
Yeah,
for
my
us
goodness.
if he does,
Yeah.
if he does get up
Yeah.
in your business,
Yeah.
and you feel like it's inhibiting your ability to do your job, just record him back. Yeah, and that's good evidence for us when we do have to make an arrest.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you so much. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No,
But,
no,
you
it's
know,
no waste of time.
We always need some guidance on these things, especially when
So
they're overly
we
aggressive.
file
And
a
just like I
complaint against
expressed
this
to you
officer.
earlier
This
at the
officer is
door,
trash. He
my
shouldn't be doing
concern.
his job
I'm not here all the time,
because
so I'm not
he
ready
doesn't get to give his
understand.
own personal
Yeah,
opinion
I
and
am
tell people
3
the way,
times.
you know, oh, this is what they
much?
do. They're just
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
cause
Don't you
trouble,
think?
XYZ. That's not
Yeah.
part of their job.
I mean, ultimately, it's just sad that this is what they do. You know,
It
this
is.
is all they have to do.
It is.
It's sad that you
unfortunate.
lie to people and
It's
talk shit.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Call us back if it continues to be an issue, okay?
Thank you.
So they all, and this is, like I said, this is the type of officer we don't want on the street. To me, this is a trash officer. He shouldn't be in this job.
Did you check
This
with the
lady
school,
off
the
the
last
camera.
school the person attended? Is this your transcript?
No, it's for my son,
What school did he attend last?
Willard.
Did you check with Willard?
I did, I tried to call them, but nobody is answering.
They're not in yet? I'm like, when does school start? The third?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, hold on.
Like I said, it doesn't work
Berkeley
like
Unified
that.
School District.
I can almost guarantee this is one
They
of
would
our
have
phone
that
calls right
information.
there.
There's nobody here that can help you with that. You would have to contact Willard.
So I have to go,
Yeah.
but they're calling.
And go to the
the camera
website and
right
see
there.
if there's a, hold on, let me take care of this, give me a minute.
So
I'm gonna go
again,
to
you
the
have
website and see if
a
there's an
cop
email
doing a
address for
bad
records
job, and
for
typically
Willard.
I would have been.
Who in HR do you need to speak with?
Yeah,
Hello?
there it goes. It's starting.
Hello? Who in HR do you need to speak with? Just a moment, I'm gonna transfer you to Rhonda, okay?
We have the police telling them, oh yeah, he can't be in unauthorized areas. They don't get to just put these signs up and think that these are legally binding or valid. They're not. We have video of several people going into this office. The moment they allow or have the public in this office is now open to the public. And so we just knock, right? Give them a opportunity to do their job the right way. We'll go in and get some. My other cards actually got wet and I had to throw them away, so I never really fully was able to get those cards. But we give these people an opportunity to do their job. They've already looked at me. They know I'm here. They've acknowledged it. I need a copy of those cards again, and they're going to refuse, right? So they're refusing to do their jobs again. And we just get that on camera. So, like I said, the lady's a liar, right? He's very aggressive, and he threatened me, and he did this and that, and right before we even really spoke, just like last time, she's right to calling the cops. Oh, well, I'll just call cops. Don't make you leave. They're super unfortunate. It's not okay, but that's what, like I said, that's the level of professionalism you get with these people. And it's not much.
Ooh, these people.
It's not much.
I wonder what you mean by that.
I mean, the people who work at the school district.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet you do.
That's funny. I have an interracial child. my wife.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, do you have any children? Like I would not be surprised if you never got married.
I've had a whole litter. I've had a whole litter.
A bunch of kids and no ring.
Bitch.
Well, you're going to say unfortunately when I talk about my child. That's pretty rude and disrespectful, don't you think? At that point, I get disrespectful back. If you guys were to remain professional, I'd be professional. You're not, so you ain't going to get it. We pay their salary. This lady is just a welfare recipient. That's all she is. She's she gets welfare from our taxes, right? That's all it is. So we pay taxes. The taxes pay for the school district. Some of those taxes go to her, and that's the same thing as welfare. You are too. You've proven you aren't.
Not to ignore you.
You ain't. You haven't been.
See, look at her.
Oh my God, you're so pathetic.
So are you. Like I said, I'm not the one who will be held accountable. I didn't do anything wrong. You will.
God's gonna hold you accountable.
God probably loves what I'm doing.
Oh, I doubt it. God says love each other. As brothers and
Right,
sisters,
and that's
not
why
going
you
around
don't
calling
come
each other
in.
names and
Well,
trying
what
to
did you do the
antagonize
first day I got here? You got right in my face, yelled at me about
You're a
having a
liar.
camera.
You're a liar.
You're on camera, lady. It's
You
all
are
on
a
camera.
liar.
And the video's out right now. It's live. And you're going to start seeing the repercussions of that.
I really don't care about that.
And look at your actions right now. I know you don't, because you think you're protected here in your job, but I can promise you you're not. Some security officer and some doctor at the vet center over there on Bancroft got themselves fired a couple weeks ago for doing the same type of stuff. Now, you think you're not? You ain't above us. We're above you. You got to remember, you're a servant. You do what we say. Well, like I said, they're going to learn. I'm just waiting. I would like to see some of the education start to kick in before I get on my way. They've refused me a public records request. The old lady lied about needing an appointment because you see all day she's just been sending people to admissions and they've been getting right in. Look, see, she just walked in too. Let's go look at that. So now we have her documented lying, right? What they're doing is they're picking and choosing who they feel like letting in and who they don't. As you can see, this lady's here. They're picking and choosing. That's the lady that just walked in. They're picking and choosing who they let in admissions. That's not the way that it works, right? They don't get to pick and choose what offices we get to go into. And then when I come knock on the door, they won't let me in. They won't speak to me when I want to get cards and ask for records, right? They won't do any of that because I have a camera, but they're doing it for all these people. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, thank you for holding. How may I help you? Hello? How can I help you, sir? Can you hold for it? Can you hold, please? I have no line.
There we go. It's starting.
Just a moment. Berkeley Unified School District. Sir, I can't answer that question for you, but I can take your name and number and pass it on to the executive staff.
It's the lady from the video. Oh, we have another.
Would you like to leave your name and number?
Here. Keep her off.
Thank you for holding, sir. Can I get your name and number? Well, I'm going to have someone call you back, someone from the executive staff to call you back so you can address your concerns.
There it is. That's the lady from the video.
I don't know who's here. I'd have to pass the information on. That's why I'm asking for your name and number. This is a reception. I can't help you with your concern, but I'll pass it on to the executive staff. You said before that you were calling regarding some video.
There you go. That's y'all, Bay fam.
So can you hold, please? Can you hold, please? Berkeley Unified School District.
There you go. This whole time we've been here, it ain't been rang that much.
So I have your number, 410-615. And I'll pass that on, okay?
Now she just said the person's phone number.
Sir, I have your number. I'll pass your information on to the executives, okay? Thank you for calling. Berkeley Unified School District. Berkeley Unified School District. Yes, we do. Just a moment.
Now you gotta see how this happens. This is where the change is created, ladies and gentlemen. They can ignore one person. They can't ignore 400,000 people. That's the bottom line. If they want to act foul, they need to be replaced.
Hi, can I help you? Let's see, Colleen. I know that name. This is a a surprise. She's not expecting it, is she? You don't know? Do you want to leave it and I'll find her and have her pick it up?
You want me to leave it up here?
Yeah, just sit it there and I'll find her.
Alright.
Okay? Call me. You too.
So all of you who are calling and you don't know that the lady you're speaking to is the lady from the video right here. It's her. She's one of them. And she did the same thing today. So we're going to put that out and show exactly how she acted today as well. That's the thing. News is a powerful thing. Media is a powerful thing. Right now she thinks it's nothing, but wait till her bosses and everybody see what she did and the way she acted and how she lies. She's not going to think it's nothing after that. And I can guarantee that. Ain't nobody, like the cop said, creating the confrontation and all that stuff. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's stopping her from doing her job. All these phones are ringing. She ain't answering them. She's refusing. She's refusing that.
Thank you.
I find it weird why they have a armored car come here. I didn't think they dealt with that much cash, but I guess they do. So now everybody who's calling, she's not answering the phone. She keeps picking it up and hanging it up. She's not answering the phone, which is even more of her not doing her job, so I'll record that. So there's the phone again. She's put the phones on silent, and she's refusing to answer the phones. Again, refusing to do her job, refusing to allow the public to address their concerns. As you can see, that's why the red button is going off on the phones, as you guys see, right? There's no way to hide it with that phone. So, clear as day, refusing again to do her job, just like the other lady. So this is what they're trained here. This is, you see the other lady, Jill, and the way she acted, right? And that's why the lower people, this lady, act that way as well. The only person who was here professional in any day I've been here was the other younger lady that sits up here. She was ultimately professional. Nobody else has been. Everybody else has refused to do their job. They see a camera, they refuse to do their job, they refuse to help you, they refuse to talk to you. And if they don't like being on camera, they need to not work here. And that's what we do. People get removed. So, let's look. Phone's still ringing. I'm sure it will. There it goes. Boom. And that's another one. She's refusing to answer, just so you guys know. Yeah, we watch it all. At this point, I have enough. We will we'll make sure that we get you out there again. We're going to make you a star, all right? You're going to be a star. So, we'll see you later. At this point, I have other places to go and other stories to follow up on. But you're going to be famous, lady. You should have just been professional, should have done your job right, not acted that way towards me, and everything would have been just fine. But your actions have caused this, so. She just laughs. That's all she does. But like I said, the next time I come back here, nobody will be laughing. It'll be, yes, sir. No, sir. How can we help you, sir? You want to do a public records request? No problem, sir. You don't have to give us your name, sir. Right? It's going to happen. And it happens every single time. It's happened every single time. Over 250 videos of the same exact behavior being squashed, coming back, and them kissing our feet like they're supposed to, right? And it's just a metaphor, basically. There you go, phone's just off the hook. You gonna answer the phone, or are you afraid of the truth? Don't receptionists answer phones, or no? Should have just done your job the right way.
We'll see you again, though, I promise.